And so it's time for us to get into the dailies. We want to take a look at what the papers are saying. And the host of What the Papers Are Saying has joined me on the set this morning. Vivian Kai, hello. How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm super. I'm excited.
You look well.
Yeah.
Tapper.
Thank you. Well,
With
that's
your
it. No, but
red tie.
when I know that you are coming, I from.
It's all shammy. It's all shammy. You made me speak to you today.
Yeah, I know, right? The yesterday's coverage was fantastic. Yeah, and I think, you know, it was more than just an eye opener, because to see the degradation.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, it is.
And then we brought in the people
Yeah.
who risk their life, go
Yeah.
out of their way to
Yeah.
tell us the story,
Yeah.
which is some of our correspondents who are in these regions that we are seeing the high levels of, you know, devastation
Yeah.
due to illegal mining. So we had our Western Regional correspondent, APC,
yeah.
as well as Neil from the Eastern
Yeah.
region. They've covered loads
Of these stories.
since we started in 2017 or so on this Galamsey campaign. So, I mean, if listening to tons of people from different backgrounds, whether it's labor, whether it's health, whether it's chieftaincy, whatever, yesterday on ChannelOne TV, and you still don't see the need to get involved, to push government to act, and for government to also act, then I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, well, I do believe that this is a beginning of an activation that will spur Ghanaians, you know, to really realize the vastness of the problem which we are grappling with, you know, and do something about it.
As for us, we won't stop.
No, we are not stopping.
So this thing ends.
Yeah.
So we'll be a thorn in people's flesh till the right thing is done.
Yeah.
Because you don't even know whether the tomato you are eating right now is safe for you.
No, you don't. We can't tell.
You can't tell.
Because all kinds of poisons in waters. Yeah.
And you are going about thinking that,
true.
you are the top whatever. There's something, you know, within the sector that will affect you, whether it's your health, whether it's food, whether water, at a point, if not already.
Yeah.
So, a word to the wise.
Yeah.
All right.
Please go ahead.
Yes, so I'll start with the Daily Graphic. They have revived Akosombo Textiles to create jobs. This is on the front page of the graphic. Also, high voter turnout expected in 2024 elections. This is according to a study. And then 500,000 herbalists unlicensed. Regulatory Council begins clampdown. Everybody says, a herbalist.
500,000.
500,000, this is even more. 500. So those of you, every herb. I see guys, you guys especially, drinking all kinds of concoctions. They say, oh, some herbalist, it will be good. My father, are you? So this is to you, the unlicensed ones that you be.
You know, reading in between the lines, I have a number of questions.
Please go ahead.
The first one is, why is there such a market for herbal medication?
That's high patronage for your side,
For
the
who?
things you people want.
My side?
Yes, your side.
The men.
Yeah, men, yes.
The craving for prowess.
Yes, high, it's early morning. Am I allowed to say
you are high libido.
Because we have children
men want to improve their
I don't know who you are trying to impress.
Things.
Because we are not impressed.
By see, it's a delusion.
Yeah.
It's a delusion. It's actually a deception.
Yeah.
Because many, if not all, many of these herbal concoctions are mixed with alcohol. And guess what? The doctors will tell you, alcohol is a good promiser, but a bad executioner.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you think the alcohol is helping you, but the alcohol is actually, you know, and everybody, when you smell herbal things, no, you think, it's good for my body.
Yeah, that's psychological.
You see. But I also asked the question, how did we get to 100? How did we get to 500,000? There was a point when there were 100,000. Then it went to 200,000. They went to 300,000. We didn't stop them at any point in time.
Please. Are you in Ghana?
I am here.
Okay.
No, but I have to
then
ask the
I
question.
think I answer your question. This is a country where people start doing things. Nobody says anything. And the only time authorities will take action is because the media has exposed something. That's it.
I don't understand.
If not, we will be
Seriously.
having this conversation on Galamsey.
Anyway,
if we're a country that takes action from the point, we get to this Galamsey discussion. If it's a country that takes action from the first
can you imagine them doing Galamsey in England?
Dirty.
Can you imagine them doing Galamsey in England?
You're there.
Digging all over the country, spoiling the water bodies.
You wouldn't think about it.
Anyway, the Daily Guide has these headlines. Mahama has no message. Baumia is speaking. Saglemi Housing, 2 bidders shortlisted for project. We have NDC demo, don't misbehave. Police warn protesters. We have Minister calls for unity to protect children's rights. And we have IEA presidential debates, September 18th. But I thought that people were saying that the presidential debates don't happen.
Well, they are going ahead, so I don't know which presidential
which of the candidates
will be there. Because now the NPP is saying if Mahama doesn't go, there's no point. So we'll see whether IA will be able
but it's
to
like
pull
we don't
the
respect
two
the other
along.
presidential candidates. So.
Well, I think because most are from smaller parties and most are from independent and from, analysis and all that, it's obvious they may not pull the numbers that the big, whether we like it or not. Whether
Anyway.
the only 2 people that are likely, or 2 or 3 people that are likely to make some few thousands, probably Alan and now Cheddar. And then maybe one more person. But really, we're a country that, swings around these 2 major political parties. So it's what it is.
It is.
And the last time we tried to bring in more people, we saw the IR costs and things. So it's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, but yesterday they were saying that out of the 35 candidates that have filed, only 3 are currently correct. It's like everything is in order.
Which is
Alan
NDC,
and the other
NPP.
2.
Oh, you are talking about the smaller parties.
Well, Alan and the
2 others.
The 2 others, yeah. They're the only ones whose things are in order so far.
Well, the EC hasn't said Alan soon. They've not given us.
Oh, I read that. I read that somewhere.
Well, I haven't seen.
You haven't seen it yet.
So the EC brings out this report on who is on the ballot.
Yes, it's not official yet.
Yeah, because you remember, was it the last election or the last 2 elections? We had this guy. Is it? Oh, I've forgotten that.
Which one? From GUM?
No, he had this interesting name. And in the end, they said his documents were forged. He lived in the UK.
Oh,
I've forgotten his name. So a lot of people thought he was going to make it onto the ballot. Turns out his documents were forged.
Ouch.
So from experience, so I see the list.
The final list.
Okay, the Chronicle, if you allow me to.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
2 bidders shortlisted for the multi-million project, and then also miners youth clash over concession at Wamase. Car equipment vandalized amid shooting. So this hunger for gold, really, it's something else. People will go all out to do what they got to do just for this. Okay.
All right. I have the ABC News. Now, on the front page of the ABC says, free SHS will collapse if NDC wins 2024 elections. Prof. Azeboidi speaking. Mahama left a tattered economy, not a robust one. This is coming from Dr. George Domfe. And NDC's reckless borrowing, partly to blame for Ghana's current debt situation. Dr. Frank Barno. Okay, so those are the headlines on the front page of the ABC News.
Well, I have the Hawk newspaper. They say Duka rejects blanket ban on small-scale mining. This was last week. And then Axim SHS, head girl, bring back the cane. So she was, that's interesting. And then stay loyal, don't go rogue. Japan advises NPP rebels, quote unquote.
Yeah. The Anchor newspaper says, Napo proposes National Anti-Galamsey Pact, invites NDC and other political parties to sign. Okay. It's very interesting, because everybody just keeps making different comments, you know, about this whole thing. You know? If it's a national anti-galamsey pact that will make an impact, then let's have it.
Yeah.
You know, let's everybody put their pens to paper, and then we hold them by it. You know, obey Public Order Act to avoid trouble. Police to the NDC protesters. Their protest is happening today.
Yes. So we'll bring you live sights and sounds from there for both TV and radio. Our very own Fred Duho is on the streets with them. This morning when I was coming, I saw the Dampari policemen on their horses. The horses had pulled all over the streets. I hope they are cleaned. But I saw them getting ready, and then when I got to the training school, I saw the buses of with the policemen going on the field. So I'm sure everything. Yesterday they had a presser saying everything security-wise they were ready, and warned the NDC to make sure there's no acts of vandalism because we'll be surcharged. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay. Mahama endorses for the records book. Okay, and Margins ID Group receives cybersecurity accreditation. And final one, the report on a woman abandoned in the bush, finally ready. But what?
Oh, okay. The report is ready. Okay. Well, so it's been handed over to who?
Well, I'll give you details.
Hey, that story was unacceptable and sad.
Terrible.
Are you kidding me?
Terrible. Yeah.
Anyway, Economy Times. Unemployment rate to persist at 4% for the next 3 years. This is Fitch. And transactions on GIP's Instant Pay app. And also commodity prices to plummet except oil. This is from the BOG report.
Okay. The BNFT says 4 CSOs demand end to illegal mining, and it has a photo there of water looking like granite soup. Yeah, in a forested area, and then the whole large body of water. Edem Srem, that's the drone pilot, the photographer drone pilot who took that image. Yeah, Fidelity Bank is best ECG Bank of the Year 2024. World Bank extols resilience of drought-stricken farmers, and U.S. aid re-echoes key challenges impeding fruit export. 66% of fresh fruit gets rejected annually. I wonder why. And the effect of non-renewal of driver's license for the periodic 2-year on motor insurance claims. So those are some of the headlines on the front page of the BNFT.
Okay, will you give us City FM?
Yes, let's do ChannelOne News.com, and we have on ChannelOneNews.com. Let me give you some of that. We have Galamsey hampering our farming activities. Achim Assume Youth speaking there. You know, they grow rubber, they grow palm, oil palm, and different things, and cocoa and all that. So, yeah, it's a very serious situation. Galamsey revolted to protect community from destruction. The Esum youth are speaking again from Esum youth. They decry environmental destruction from Galamsey and demand transparency. All right. Then we have ensure nationwide. I don't know why did I say worldwide. Ensure nationwide protest against EC is peaceful and lawful. CFI IDEG to NDC. And the police are saying we're ready for NDC's nationwide demo. Let me just jump quickly to citynewsroom.com and give you a few of the headlines from there. Election 2024, Mahama pledges to cap Ghana's borrowing and enhance debt transparency. All right, so that's President Mahama, former President Mahama speaking there. Achim Assume Youth demand land reclamation and proper mining practices. This is very important. Expedite completion of Sempe School project, Gamanche to government. And let me give you one more. NDC demo, resort to dialogue to address your issues. The EC is advising there. All right. So I think we can delve into some other stories.
Okay, let me give you the story on 500,000 Herbalists unlicensed.
Okay.
Over 521,000 traditional and alternative medical practitioners operating in the country are unregistered and unlicensed, the Traditional Medicine Practice Council has revealed. Now, the figure includes about 321,000 unregistered or unlicensed traditional medicine practitioners and over 200,000 complementary alternative medical practitioners. Now, the practitioners and institutions who are operating illegally constitute more than 80% of the local traditional and alternative medicine industry. The industry comprises health shops that trade in traditional and alternative medicines, spas, wellness centers such as gyms, massage parlors, healing camps, herbalists, medical herbalists, training institutions, chiropractic clinics, acupuncture clinics and centers, and many more. So there's a tall list of, you know, institutions that are within this herbal thing.
Yeah.
Maybe your spa is not even regulated and you are happy massaging your life away. So there's so many healing camps. Must also get a license to do that. And then all that before the herbalists come inside, and then the chiropractic and all those people. All right, so that's from that story.
The BNFT has a story, and it's 4 CSOs demand end to illegal mining. And it says here 4 prominent civil society organizations, Water Aid Ghana, Agriculture and Aquaculture Associations, Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters and Vegetable Producers, and then an Exporters Association of Ghana. Okay, all these groups have joined the chorus of voices calling for a comprehensive, decisive, and permanent solution to the menace of illegal mining known as galamsey. Now, in respective yet aligned statements, they expressed grave concerns over the environmental and socioeconomic devastation caused by this uncontrolled practice. That's the problem, is the uncontrolled nature. Water Aid sounded the alarm on what it terms an is there a deletion here? An ecocide. Okay, an ecocide. So we are killing the ecosystem resulting from illegal mining activities. And it says here, the urgency of the appeal was underscored by recent reports from Ghana Water Company Limited, which has been forced to slash its clean water supply by 75%.
That's right. That's right.
Wow. 75% drop in clean water production, clean water supply. Wow. That's a problem.
Yeah. So you were asking about the presidential debate based on the issues. So this story says, this is from the Daily Graphic. The Presidential Debate Committee of the Institute of Economic Affairs has announced that the first evening encounter for the presidential candidate in the 2024 elections will be held on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. At a press conference held at the IEA head office in Accra yesterday, the alternate chairman of the PDC and presiding bishop of the Methodist Church Ghana, Most Reverend Dr. Paul Kwabena-Boafo, indicated that the first evening encounter will see the founder of the New Force movement and an independent candidate, presidential aspirant, Nana Kwame Bediako, aka Cheddar. It's not there, but I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Engage the media and the general public on the premises of the IEA at 5 p.m. in the evening. The remaining 4 evening encounters will be held at the same venue in the next 4 consecutive weeks on Tuesday, September 24 and Tuesday, October 1st, 8 and 15 this year. The presidential aspirants for the remaining encounters are yet to be confirmed by the IEA and the PDC. Also, the first presidential debate will take place on Tuesday, October 22 in Accra, and the second debate will be held on Tuesday, November 19 this year. Now, the sole vice presidential debate will take place in Accra on Tuesday, November 5 this year.
All right.
So that's it.
Okay. Let me just bring you one more here. This one is the report on the woman abandoned in the bush, finally ready. But the Health Ministry has confirmed receipt of a final report from a 5-member committee constituted to probe into the alleged abandonment of a patient in a bush at Gomwa Ojobi in the central region, which led to the death of the patient. It follows the submission of a report by the Ghana Health Service-led committee comprising the Deputy Director General of the service, a consultant orthopedic surgeon from the Ridge Hospital, representative from Ministry of Health and Social Welfare Department, and a senior nurse manager. Now, this was after the committee failed to meet the 30-day period that was given to the Ghana Health Service to carry out the probe. From the date of constitution of the committee on June 14th to the submission of the report. Now, let me just jump down a bit. Speaking to the anchor yesterday, September 16th, on the issue that broke the hearts of many, the PRO of the ministry, Isaac Bar of Faye, pleaded with the public to exercise restraint, as assuring by next week the ministry will make the details public. Okay. Now, it goes on to talk about Mr. Bar of Faye, who will not go into the report, said he does not want to preempt what the statement that is yet to be released to the public will contain. But wait, he knows what it contains.
But I'm sure he's
so you
not
want
allowed
to preempt it?
Yeah, speak till the next week.
It's not as if you don't know what is in the report, and the report won't say anything different from what is inside.
They can shock you.
Hey.
So, you know, what you think will happen may not happen. Or what you think should be there won't be there.
Anyway.
So,
all right, so we're looking forward to hopefully today, tomorrow, the details.
It's next week before you say what is inside, right?
But if we see the report, we don't need you to tell us again what is inside.
Anyway.
Thank you.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you. You too.
To you guys.
You too. You too. You too. All right, sports is next.
Welcome back. Let's get into some sports. I'm going to be starting with the Premier League on City. The hearing into Manchester City's 115 charges for alleged breaches of the Premier League's financial rules began on Monday. City were charged and referred to an independent commission in February 2023 following a 4-year investigation. It is alleged City breached its financial rules between 2009 and 2018. City strongly denied all charges and have said their case is supported by a comprehensive body of irrefutable evidence. The Premier League claims City breached rules requiring the club to provide accurate financial information that gives a true and fair view of the club's financial position.
All right. Now on some UEFA Champions League, the new look UEFA Champions League season begins tomorrow across Europe, and UEFA believes that this will give fans more ties between games to enjoy. Now, the 36 teams will be playing in the group stages, 4 more than the 32 had been in existence for years. Now, in the opening week, that will be played across Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City will be in action. Defending champions, Real Madrid will be at home to Stuttgart, and their manager, Carlo Ancelotti, says the team is ready for the new campaign. All right, so that's what we have for sports this morning.
Right.